Hi.
Hi, are you Vanessa?
Are you a reporter?
I am.
Okay, I'm not interested. Thank you.
Inside this unit, postal inspectors say Vanessa Hickman, a now former high-ranking administrator with the Arizona Attorney General's office, received a package meant for a neighbor. But the steps she took after receiving the package may be just as problematic as the alleged theft itself.
Anytime you are engaging with law enforcement and you do something that can be perceived as either being untruthful or obstructing law enforcement's investigation, those are always bad facts.
Postal inspectors say they made 9 attempts to recover the package in person. They finally reached Hickman by phone when she told them she runs a Poshmark business reselling items and would look for it. She did eventually return the package, but the owner told investigators one item was missing, a Costco diamond bracelet valued around $2,400. The exact type investigators say Hickman had sold online.
It's certainly a big problem, and you absolutely don't want to see stuff like that. And the role itself is one of public trust. You are a public servant, and you're required to operate as such.
Former federal prosecutor Seth Gertz says it's easy to see situations like this and lose some confidence in public officials, but he warns that's unwarranted.
Well, you want to be careful not to say that one bad apple ruins everything. I mean, I think it's unfair to cast aspersions against the entire Attorney General's office based upon one individual.
Still, Gertz says a bigger concern may be how long Hickman knew about the investigation and whether she notified her superiors. Investigators say the first attempt to recover the package was back in May. Hickman wasn't arrested until this week.
Probably more troubling is if she was aware of it, didn't report that, and then attempted to minimize it and hide it and push it under the rug. That's where, certainly in this case, the cover-up is worse than the crime.
And this isn't the first legal issue for Hickman. She's being sued by the city of Peoria for allegedly taking $139,000 in severance before leaving her job as the city attorney. Hickman is now out of a job, and she's preparing for her first court appearance. A spokesperson for the AG's office says that they are cooperating with this investigation. Reporting live here in Phoenix, Alexis Dominguez for Arizona's Family.
Okay, welcome to A to Z Decodes. As I record this on a Saturday, very early a.m., just after 3, to be exact. And I hope you like the thumbnail I made here to this story. So, the lady on the left is and you see Kris Mays on the right. So the lady on the left, ex-Arizona Attorney General lawyer, allegedly sold stolen mail. You heard about the diamond bracelet that wasn't returned when she eventually returned it to postal workers, right? The package. Worked while in rehab. Did we hear anything about that? Her name's Vanessa Hickman, a former division chief for Arizona Attorney General Kris Mays, which you see on the right. She was arrested November 19th. So when I ask Google, what is a division chief to the Attorney General? A division chief to the Attorney General is a senior lawyer who leads and manages a specific division within the Attorney General's office, such as the Civil Rights Division or the Criminal Division. They are responsible for the strategic and operational management of their division, oversee legal work, and advise the Attorney General on important matters related to the division's work. The specific role and title, such as Chief Counselor or Deputy Assistant Attorney General, can vary by state or federal office. So she's a thief, okay? You see, this is the Phoenix News-Times Phoenix New Times. That's the article. And I'll read this again. And you may have heard it in the video. According to court records, Hickman's arrest stems from an incident that began when a U.S. Postal Service carrier delivered the wrong package to Hickman's apartment in late May. Instead of returning it to the correct owner, Hickman allegedly stole some of the package's contents, namely a $2,400 diamond bracelet on the reselling website Poshmark. Now, her name is Vanessa, and Vanessa equals 45. And Arizona's upcoming birthday, Valentine's Day, that's the 45th day of the year. She was arrested November 19th, 1119. I see these numbers a lot connected with Arizona. I remember 9/11, never forget. She was a division chief for Kris May's, Arizona Attorney General. Look at Kris May's birthday. September 6th. Look at that. It's not the exact year, but her birthday is 5 days before September 11th. And then, this lady arrested right here, 1119. And then you have 119 with the September 11 attacks that are connected to 9/11 and New York, connected to Arizona, because the Diamondbacks beat the Yankees right after 9/11 in the World Series. In my opinion, the greatest World Series ever. There's a guy named Mike Morgan, and we'll get back to that 119-9/11 connection. There's a pitcher named Mike Morgan who pitched for the Diamondbacks in that series against the Yankees. And I'm going to show you right now how that factors in. 2001, after pitching 31 games in 2001, including his last career start, Morgan was again in the postseason with the D-backs, appeared in all 3 rounds to help the Diamondbacks defeat the Yankees in 7 games to win the World Series right after 9/11, right? Look at his name's Morgan, and somebody named Morgan writes this article that I'm decoding right now by Morgan Fisher. I'm guessing wrote it or came up with the story or, whatever. Isn't that interesting? Or, did her own investigating, whatever. But you could see the article by Morgan Fisher. It's amazing because this is a diamond thief. And Diamondbacks? I mean, that blew me away when I caught that. Isn't that amazing? And I said back to the 119-9/11 connection, Arizona went on to also be in the 119th World Series, which they lost to the Texas Rangers. Isn't that amazing? That diamond thief connection? Arizona? Right when I saw this character was arrested 1119, I'm like, here we go again with the 9/11 connection. Remember Arizona airplanes, right? Arizona airplanes, towers. You know, that was a great, like, twin starting pitching I don't know what's the word, like phenomenon. I don't know. Randy Johnson. Remember Randy Jones just died as well, left-handed pitcher with the name like Randy Johnson. I pointed that out in that decode. That's amazing. But you have Randy Johnson and Kurt Schilling, like a dual threat here that helped the D-backs in that 2001 World Series as pitchers. Wow. Can you believe it? Her name is Kristen Mays, Arizona Attorney General. Okay. And then this division chief gets arrested for, diamond theft, right? Returning the package minus the diamond bracelet. She receives mail delivered to her on accident. It was supposed to go to a neighbor. Check this out. 161 days after the Kris Mays birthday. And her name is Kristen Mays. Or, excuse me, Arizona's birthday is 161 days after the Kris Mays birthday. And Kristen Mays equals 161. Even her last birthday, the 116th day of the year, Arizona's birthday has 16 numerology. Flip that 116 over. What do you see? 911. Look at that. And you see the name to verify, Kristen K. Mays. K is the 11th letter of the alphabet. New York is the 11th state. Okay, and there's nothing in this article about New York, but I'm showing you again how Arizona's connected to New York. This lady gets arrested, 1119, that lady. Diamond bracelet, diamond backs. Absolutely amazing. I just exposed that article like that. Was it really a Morgan that put the article together? Or is this whole thing just AI generated? And they're barely telling us within the last how many years about AI, but this stuff's been going on. And Arizona equals 42, which is 24 reversed. A $2,400 diamond bracelet. Look at the date numerology of Kris May's last birthday. 40 and 22. Like 42, you even get 24 date numerology as well.
I'm Craig Harris with 12 News. What would happen if you had a package of $40,000 worth of jewelry delivered to your home, but you never ordered it? Well, that's exactly what's being alleged of Assistant Attorney General Vanessa Hickman. She's accused of taking one of those pieces of jewelry and selling it for $750 online. Postal inspectors arrested her and she was booked into Maricopa County Jail. She also resigned her over $180,000 a year job at the state attorney general's office. To see all the details about this really curious story,
Look, this is why I played this video. Look it up at the top. Assistant AG arrested after being charged with selling stolen jewelry. Look, she loses her $181,000 job per year or whatever. I'm guessing. I'm assuming. I don't know. 181K job. That's the 42nd prime number. 181, the 42nd prime number. You see that right there? Good God. And here's a little bonus. that Mike Morgan connection with someone named Morgan writing the article with that Diamondbacks, diamond theft connection. Check that out. He debuted in Major League Baseball on June 11th. That's the 6th month and the 11th day. Flip it over, you get 119. Another 9/11 connection. Remember, Vanessa Hickman arrested on 1119. Kris May's birthday. 9/11 was 5 days after her birthday. Her district chief or whatever, lawyer or whatever to the attorney general, however you want to say it, arrested for diamond theft. Come on. Notice how his birthday is October 8th. The next day would be 109 like 19. But his birthday is October 8th, 108. Vanessa, who is arrested on the left there, you see, equals 108. And look at how those numbers sync up. Again, this is Arizona decodes. I always see these numbers with Arizona. I'm born in Arizona. My birthday's 8/18/81. And I mean, sun equals 18. Valley of the Sun is where I'm at, where this story is out of. Arizona. Look at those. Look, Attorney General 180 and 81. Vanessa 81, 18, 108. Absolutely amazing. Jeez.
We believe you deserve to know what's happening in your community from a local news source you can trust. We're passionate about covering the vital news stories you're looking for while also celebrating Phoenix's local food, sports, music, and art scenes. Every day, we send our team out to where you need us most, but doing so isn't free. If you would like to show your support for independent alternative media, the time is now. We use every cent to keep delivering our in-depth news while making it accessible to everyone without a paywall. If you value our work, consider becoming a Phoenix New Times member at phoenixnewtimes.com/support.
This is an automatic reading of the article. Ex-Arizona AG lawyer allegedly sold stolen mail, worked while in rehab. Vanessa Hickman at the time she was hired by as Peoria city attorney in 2018. City of Peoria shared this. Vanessa Hickman, the former Arizona Attorney General's Office State Government Division Chief who was arrested November 19 by the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, is accused of stealing and selling misdelivered mail. Court documents also show that she has a history of alcohol abuse and was in an outpatient substance abuse program while working for Arizona Attorney General Kris May. Hickman faces 2 felony accusations for controlling and trafficking stolen property. She was placed on administrative leave by May's office last Thursday after the office was contacted by the U.S. Postal Inspector's Office about an investigation into Hickman. May's spokesperson Richie Taylor said the May's office cooperated with the investigation and that Hickman resigned from her position on Monday. Taylor wrote that the allegations against Ms. Hickman are serious for any state employee, particularly someone in a leadership position. Hickman has not responded to requests for comment from Phoenix New Times. She has since been released, according to Maricopa County Sheriff's Office's booking information. The investigation has been submitted to the Maricopa County Attorney's Office for a charging decision, USPIS spokesperson Liz Davis wrote, but the Maricopa County Attorney's Office stated that it has not yet received the submittal on the case. According to court records, Hickman's arrest stems from an incident that began when a U.S. Postal Service carrier delivered the wrong package to Hickman's apartment in late May. Instead of returning it to the correct owner, Hickman allegedly sold some of the package's contents.
So they get into some of her personal alcoholic issues as well. Here she is right there. Here's Kris May's again right here with that September 6th birthday. Right there. Okay, so I mean, the diamond theft, Diamondbacks connection, absolutely amazing with Mike Morgan. You see Morgan Fisher right here. And that 1119 connection, again, with Arizona, and I bring up New York to show you that 9/11 connection with Arizona one more time. Arizona, airplanes. It's all with the language. Ex-Arizona Attorney General lawyer allegedly sold stolen mail and worked while in rehab. She had alcohol issues. Apparently, former division chief for Arizona Attorney General Kris arrested November 19th. A to Z codes. Until next time.